As a kid, I loved listening to my grandpa's bedtime stories. Warriors never give up. They wear failure as a badge of honor. He used to say, every story was a call awakening the leader in me. To all my fellow wonderful leaders, a very good morning.
Good morning.
Being appointed as the monitor of my class several times, I became the teacher's favorite and also the backbencher's favorite. Now, this is a kind of situation where you need to work with military precision. But I somehow managed empathizing with my naughty friends and portraying them in a polite and apologetic manner in front of my class teacher. Sometimes it worked very well, okay. Some other times, I got beaten up along with them for absolutely no reason. But that is how an altruistic leader functions, isn't it? Year by year, I developed the confidence to run for the post of the commander of my house, the Red House, which was one among the 4 houses. Being the commander meant leading the students in sports, academics, cultural fests, and so on. The elections happened when we were in the 4th grade. I was very confident, but I somehow did not get selected. That was a big failure blow for me, and it left me completely shattered, devastated. Have you ever failed in your life?
Yes.
Well, then you know the pain of letting yourself down. After days of struggle, my teacher said to me, Yardi, true leaders show character and determination when they fail. You have to keep winning. You have a chance to be the commander of the Red House when you would be in the 10th grade. Don't you dare lose that opportunity. I said to myself, let me wear this failure as a badge of honor. The hard work continued. I made it to the school cricket team, performed well, and got promoted to the senior team. And I did not lose my first rank in class. Finally, we were in the 10th grade. I saddled up a lot of courage, ran for the elections, and this time got selected as the commander for the senior camp. It was time for me to prove my worth. The year started with a big bang. Inter-house cricket tournament. I was leading my side again against the toughest team. During the match, almost like a ninja, I took a difficult catch to dismiss the opposing captain, took 2 wickets, and scored a blistering 35 runs out of 25 deliveries. But guess what? We lost that match. Do you know why? Only because I could not stay till the end and finish it. When you lose as a leader, your entire team loses. The heads start dropping down, the confidence is broken, and that is the worst sight for any captain. Surprisingly, some of my teammates came to me after the game and said, "Hey Adi, you have given us hope, man. When you were out there on the field, we believed we could win." I said to myself again, let me wear this failure as a badge of honor. My next challenge was to win the general championship. It was a feat unachieved for the last 5 years, as my house was turning out to be the last consistently. But it was a challenge I took up. We had several competitions throughout the year. Me and my team made sure we spoke to every participant before every event to boost their confidence. We had only one simple objective: have fun, work as a team, focus on the process, and the result will follow. This is where I stepped in as a coach. Then came the day of the annual sports meet. We performed exceptionally well and won almost all the sports events. The hope had done the trick, I guess. We did fall short of the general championship, only by a few points and finished second. A failure for me, isn't it? Yes, it was. It was a failure. But as everyone said and appreciated, it was a big win for the Red House. With every student from the first grade to the 10th grade contributing to the best of his abilities towards the team's success, we set the example of how an ideal house should function. We had won everyone's respect, and that for me was more important than any win. I realized how much I love people. I learned by motivating people with the right mindset, empathizing with them, and making them feel important and a part of the team can do wonders. So, an altruistic type of coaching with a light sprinkle of democratic leadership sums up my style of leadership. My dear friends, the most defining moments of our personalities come only when we fail. And we have to ensure that we make the most out of it. I learned not to be ashamed of my failures. Right guidance from the right people, of course, helped. Every single time I failed, I learned to pick myself up. And when I picked myself up, I learned to break the shackles of my insecurities. And when I broke the shackles of my insecurities, I made sure I became a better version of myself, winning a patch. My fellow leaders, let us make an effort, make an attempt and fail, but let us never be defeated. Because as my grandpa says, warriors never give up. They wear failure as a badge of honor. Toastmasters.